Hey everyone, Chris here yet again from Geekspire.com with the next chapter, chapter 4 if you will, of our TERA character class preview series. Today is the Priest, so we're going back to ranged DPS, but also this is the first of two support classes that TERA has to offer. So Priest, like most of is sort of a healing class, but their damage, as I've seen in the early game, is not to be underestimated. They are probably, from a sort of sense of power standpoint, so far the most powerful class the Priest is that I've played in the early game. There's a lot of damage output that these guys can dish out, and for leveling they seem almost immovable at this point, and I'll sort of showcase why that is. So the race this time around, I selected the Baraka. They're this more sort of big, they're really big, burly, almost metal golem-like class, race that is, and they're really cool looking. I mean, I like the sort of intricate designs on the sort of shoulders that you can see here, and even in their face. I have a hood on, but whenever you're customizing your Baraka or all classes, there's a lot of sort of details you can modify, and there's a lot of interesting different facial structures you can give the Baraka that I didn't really expect. So really cool, very wise race of TERA, and so I decided to make mine a Priest. So without further ado, let's get into this gameplay. So when you start off as a Priest, you have no escapes. Just like those I said with the Sorcerer, there's no escape ability. You start with a basic attack called Divine Radiance. It's a slow-moving, light-based attack, very slow. Compared to the Sorcerer, the Fireball moves way faster. But your other ability you start off with is an ability called Heal Thyself, and it's exactly what it is. It's a self-heal. Boom. And you heal yourself. And this is what makes, at least from what I feel, the Priest such a powerful early game character, because you have this really good self-heal that's only on a 5-second cooldown. And that is really something useful. So you don't really have any dodging techniques in the beginning, so you can just sort of take all the frontal damage and then heal yourself. So let's sort of showcase this off. So get our sort of spam. The one thing I will note though is because it's very slow moving, Divine Radiance is a little bit harder to hit than, say, the Archer's Arrow Shot or the Sorcerer's Fireball. So you gotta be a little bit more careful when aiming your sort of basic Divine Radiance spam against your enemy. But yeah, so like I said, at full MP bar, unlike I did with the Slayer, the last class we did, because it's a range class. So I can show off my other abilities. So the second ability I'm going to show is the Metamorphosis Blast. So it's a AoE frontal cone blast ability. Just 2 hits. Really good for clearing out the babies. Anyone who watched the last video will know that reference. But yeah, so in the early game, you kind of gotta just strafe around as your Priest. Here, let's go find some babies. Let's kill them. Over here. So show off Metamorphosis Blast. Let's pull this guy. What's up? Subdued. They're just gonna swerve around me. AoE him down. I'm just sort of taking all the frontal damage because I've got my heal. I can just heal myself should I feel necessary. It's that good. So just go, take him down. Look at that, I'm full health again, and I've barely spent any mana whatsoever. Great sustain. Also with the Sorcerer, we've got the mana infusion buff. It's not as strong, I think. I think the Sorcerer's was 120 MP every second, whereas for Priest it's 100. But yeah, so great mana sustain. So even if you blow all your mana, you can just sort of, pop mana infusion, and you're good to go. I mean, it's only on a 10-second cooldown, so mana TERA is very good for its not having to sit and wait and regen. It lets to keep you in the combat at all times, which is really fun. That's a really good aspect. Really well thought out. You don't want to, especially for an action MMO, you don't want to be sitting and not being in the action, So next sort of skill shot, we've seen the Divine Radiance. Now we've got Triple Nemesis, which is a 3-shot, like long-range targetable blast that you can pull off. So you can use it once or click it multiple times to get multiple shots. So I'm going to show this off here. So I don't want to pull them all. There, just pull this guy. So target this dude. So we got 1, 2, and then 3, and there you go. Third shot's really strong. You can sort of use it up close too if you want. 2, 3. I really like this Metamorphosis Blast though. It's really good for clearing out everybody. Oh, he knocked me down. Look at that. Kill your babies. Some spam. It's much faster traveling too than the Metamorphosis Blast. So it's really good if you. I find I use it for pulling. I like that to get that off right away. Very useful. So the priest does eventually get escape, which is good to know. We have, I believe it's Fiery Escape. So much like, it's very similar to the Archer's, oh, I can't remember the name of it. Watch my video. It's been a while since I played Archer, in a couple of days. But the almost explosive shot, I think it was called. Explosive shot where you do your damage and then jump back. So here we go. Bam! Fire shot, jump back a little distance, keep going. Very useful. It's on a much shorter cooldown too than the explosive shot was. So that's good. You can a little bit more spammable. It's nice to do that because I mean the priest is meant to be mostly a support class, so it's good to have that low cooldown escape always at your disposal. Good to know. The last ability, and it's sort of physical base, is one I just got level 10, which is called Final Reprisal. So it's a combo. It's meant to combo from your Triple Nemesis, and as you saw probably earlier, the space bar came up and was like, "Hey, use this now." It's an ability. It's meant to be used in close range. So only the distance of here is 4 meters. So it's meant to be used whenever something's right in your face. So I'll pull this Reaper. So we go Triple Nemesis, and then I'm gonna let it come, and then I'll use Final Reprisal. Bam! It's big damage. And then I guess a good combo is right after that, use your Fiery Escape and get away. Good to know. I do believe if you use it in conjunction, I think it says this over here. This is what I think. I was playing around with it earlier. But if you use Triple Nemesis and then go right into it, I think it casts a bit faster. So it's like I said, it's meant to be comboed from that. There's also another ability which I don't have yet, which is later in the levels. It's called Shocking Implosion. That sounds awesome. Don't have that yet, but it's also meant to be comboed from that as well. So once I get this, I'm going to showcase how healing seems to be done in TERA. Alright, so now, like I said, Priest is a healing, it's a support class, it's meant to be, sort of the main healer when you do like dungeon runs and stuff like that. And the way you heal in TERA is a little bit different. Well, actually, it's a lot different than other MMOs, I should say. It's an understatement. Whereas you can, say in World of Warcraft or other MMOs, you select the person you want to heal. Here in TERA, you can't really do that because you can't target anything. So the way heals work, I have a sort of basic heal. It's called Restorative Burst. It shoots out a circle of healing 10 meters, exactly 10 meters in front of me, or 10 meters in the game, however you want to say it. And it regenerates health for anyone in the circle over 5 seconds. So I'm going to use it here, show you what it's like. So there you go. So when it comes to sort of healing in like when you're doing your dungeons and stuff, you have to be a thinking man's healer almost. You gotta sort of look at the flow of the fight, where people are moving. If the tank is kiting, the boss or the mob around, you gotta get a fair ground of knowing where your party is gonna be and where to drop your heal. Because if you don't, probably gonna die, and everyone's gonna hate on you. But yeah, so I think that's a really interesting mechanic to sort of implement for healer classes. I haven't played the Mystic yet. That's the other support class, and it'll be coming next week. But overall, this is really interesting, and I'm actually really excited once game goes live, or that is, I get further on in this beta, this closed beta, to try to test it out in a dungeon myself, try to run a party and see how it'll actually play out. Because I mean, here for soloing, not really that useful, because I mean you can just use heal thyself instead of your circle of healing. But overall, I'm really impressed with the priest class. It seems very fun, especially from a solo standpoint. There's a lot of crazy magic combo potential. A lot of sustain, very easy for soloing, and definitely one of my favorites so far out of closed beta so far. So we're gonna end this video here. This was the priest preview for TERA. If you want more information on TERA, as always, you can go to tera.onmass.com, official website, check it out. Watching this video on YouTube, be sure to like, comment down below if you have any questions about TERA, or any comments in regards to this video. And stay tuned next week. We've got 4 more classes to go, and we'll see.